guys. This is Ruth Delgado and Ruth Delgado's Landry page. I am here today to talk to you guys about me. Yes, of course, I'm always talking about myself. But anyway, I'm here to talk specifically about what I love about myself. 10 things I've discovered and adore about me. I know y'all probably like, this feeling a little, what do people call it? Um, I forgot what the name is. A person that's like full of themselves, narcissistic. This is not a narcissistic video, darling, okay? Because I know that word is thrown around so much and it's supposed to stand for people that's just so madly in love with themselves. Now, mind you, I am madly in love with myself. I love me some me, honey, okay? But I love me some me in a healthy manner, in a healthy way, okay? Not in a way where it's like, oh, all of y'all can go to hell, but I love me. No, I love me and everybody else that shows love to me. And if they don't show love to me, I still love them, but I'm going to love them from a distance because you ain't going to get too close, okay? But anyway, so I'm doing this video because I know that it's a normal, regular thing for people to point out negativity about themselves constantly, ridicule themselves constantly. And, I'm like, I ridicule myself too. I ain't gonna act like I ain't a part of that group. But I'm not really all the way a part of that group because I've learned to not just ridicule myself, but also to love myself. Not just judge myself, but to adore myself. Because just like the world ridicules me and judges me and disrespects me, I need to learn how to love, adore, and respect myself. Do the flip side of what the world does to me. And the only way that I can do that is if I can find the love in my heart for myself first. And one thing about finding true love or finding people in your life that truly love you is you're not going to be really able to be successful with that until you learn how to love yourself. If you don't know how to love yourself, if you can't find nothing about yourself to adore, how you figure somebody else is going to find so much that you couldn't even find in yourself to love? So that's why I'm doing this video. So for all of you naysayers that want to be like, she's narcissistic, look at the subject of the video. Listen to the end, darling, then you'll find out I'm not narcissistic, poo. So anyway, let's get to it. What I love about myself, 10 things I've discovered and adore. Number 1, I am I don't know what that word is that I wrote. But anyway, I'm a really good friend. I don't know what word that was that I wrote down there because I can't see it because I had tried to scribble it out. I was writing a little sloppy. But anyway, basically what it says is am I'm a really good friend. I specifically, purposefully do my best to put as much effort into being a great friend to people as possible. One of the reasons why I do that is because I want good friends. And I know when you want something, the best way for you to get it is for you to give it. So therefore, that's why I'm like, That's why I feel like I want to always do the best that I can to be a great friend, because I always want great friends. So I want to give what I want so that I can get it back in return, if that makes sense. So, number two, I'm very stylish and full of character. I'm not boring, as you can see. I'm definitely not a boring person. Now, I have my dry spells or my cornball spells. Like, sometimes people be like, you corny. So what? And that don't mean I ain't decent. That don't mean I ain't bomb. Sometimes you could be a cornball, honey. So what? You still popping. So, I like the fact that that's real about me. Like, I have personality. Like, from day to day, if you are around me, you get to know me, you talk to me, you vibe with me, like, you'll recognize that she a whole personality. Like, she got her own personality. She's not, trying to imitate somebody else. She's got her own character. I got my own identity. And I've always liked that about myself, because I've always been my own person ever since, like, I can remember. Even as a child, I never was one of those kids. When I was a kid, I never was one of those kids that was like, well, he did it. I was one of those kids that was like, I don't care whether they did it or not. I don't want to do that. I always had my own mind. And I should have put that in there too. But yeah, I'm stylish, I'm full of character, and I got my own mindset. Like, I don't allow other people to tell me how I'm going to be. Number three, I'm extra. I am. I'm extra like a mug. But that's a good thing. That's that personality. If if I didn't have a personality, I wouldn't be able to be extra. So, I'm extra, and whatever I do say go, I always put my all into it. So, I'm extra, and I always put my all into everything that I do. Like, I don't care what I'm doing. If I'm sweeping some steps, I'm going to sweep them steps the best way I could possibly sweep them steps, child. Okay? No matter what I do, I pour my heart into it. Like, it doesn't matter what it is. If if I'm making a pair of press-ons for somebody, I put my all into it. Like, I put my thinking cap on. I get my thoughts flowing, trying to figure out how to be creative and what you like, so that I can correlate your personality with my creativity. Baby, when I do stuff, I put all into it. And I love that about myself. Because everybody's not like that. Some people are just lazy. Like, and now, mind you, I do have my lazy times. Don't get it twisted, okay? I do have my lazy moments. But for the most part, when I put my mind to doing something and I know it needs to be done, I put my heart and soul into it. And I make sure it's the best that I could come up with. And it shows. I'm a perfectionist. That it goes hand in hand. That's part of it. That's part of the me putting everything into what I do. I'm a perfectionist. Like, I like if I can make it as close to perfect as possible, or perfect, I'm gonna do it. Or I'm gonna die trying. One or the other. Like, So, yep, I'm definitely a perfectionist. Like, and I learned that very early on in my life too. Like, anything that I did, even from a kid, like, I wanted to do the best. I always wanted to do the best. That's always been a thing for me. Like, that's important. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to put my stamp on it. And when I put my stamp on it, you're going to know, oh, she did her thing. Yes, she did, honey. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Anyway, number 5. I can get clingy sometimes. Excuse me. Now, mind you, this doesn't happen as often as it used to. because I used to be very clingy. Now I'm a lot more distant than I used to be. I'm a lot more less clingy than I used to be. I think that sound better. But yeah, I used to be very clingy. I used to feel like I had to have company. I had to be around somebody. Now, I really pretty much enjoy my own company. Like, to be honest, I do like getting on camera and talking to y'all because it kind of gives me more of an excitement because I be in the house all the time and working all the time and stuff like that. So I don't really get to talk to too many different people because I don't get out much. I usually always be talking to my boyfriend, and that's hard because he don't barely ever want to talk about nothing. And if he do want to talk about something, it doesn't make sense, and it be making me mad. And y'all probably like, well, why you still with him? Because I care about him, and because I know he's a good guy, even though sometimes he just, I'll be like. But anyway, we're not gonna talk about that because this is not a bashing video. Because I'm not gonna bash my friend. That's my friend. I care very much for him. He's just annoying. But we're not going to touch on that. um, but an example of me being clingy, like, and not being that clingy now, like the boyfriend that I have now, if I was clingy, he would love it. Okay, but I'm not clingy. I'm actually very distant from him. So that's why I say I'm a little clingy sometimes because it's not as often as it used to be. Back in the day, like in my early 20s and stuff, oh, I was clingy. I had to be around my boyfriend all the time if I had one. So that's why it's a big difference now. But how I'm clingy now is like, I don't have to hear from you all the time, but I do still have to hear from you at some point. So I don't know if that's actually still clingy or not, but yeah, that's the difference. I have to still hear from you, but it don't have to be like every single day or all day long. It can be like once or twice a week or even less than that if I'm busy. Because like a lot of times that's another reason why I'm not so clingy like I used to be. Because now a lot of times I be so busy that I can't be clingy because I'm busy doing my own thing. I'm busy living my own life and everything. Whereas when I was younger, even though I was living my own life then, I wasn't so busy. I had a lot more free time and I was like not so stressed out all the time and stuff. So yeah, now I'm a lot more busier. So I don't really have the time to be clinging to nobody. Number 6. I'm a very loving and caring person. I am. Sometimes too much. Because people try to take advantage. But yeah, anytime I have friends, loved ones, anybody I care about, if they're going through something and I can help, if they're going through something, it just so happened that I'm actually having a good time, I'm actually living good, then I do whatever I can to help them out. I do whatever I can to like look out for them and be there for them or just be a shoulder to cry on if that's necessary, you know? And I realize it's not a lot of people out here that's like that, that's loving and caring like that. It's a lot of people out here that's not loving, that's not caring, that couldn't care less if you paid them. But I'm not one of those people. And that's definitely something that I really like about myself because in a world full of people that don't give a heck about nobody, somebody like me is a blessing. And I'm not just saying it because I'm talking about myself. I'm saying that because it's true. To have somebody that really care about you nowadays is a blessing. But it's just so hard to know who really care about you because there's so many people to claim to care about you, but then they turn around and do mean stuff to you. So you be like, well, how you care about me? And then you turn around and being mean. Anyway. Excuse me. I'm a neat and clean freak. Not all the time. I do have some messy moments. But if y'all was to like look around my space right now. It's a little messy over here because I just dumped stuff on the floor to get my shoe out. But other than that, if I was to show my camera around this apartment right here, y'all see I'm pretty daggone neat. Actually, I'm about to soon put up a clean with me video, a spring cleaning clean with me video, since it is springtime. So that's coming. So y'all will be able to actually see me clean and see that I don't play when it comes down to keeping stuff neat and clean. I don't play, okay? I'm an organizer. Like, let me just show y'all a little bit. Y'all see those dresser drawers over there with the labels on them? All me. I'm an organizer. I do that. I do the organizer situation, definitely. I specialize in organization and I specialize in cleaning. Matter of fact, let me just go ahead and advertise my Truth Cleaning Inc. Okay, y'all? If y'all in the Philadelphia area and y'all need a reasonably priced, very, very talented cleaning woman that also knows how to keep things neat and organized very well and can help you with that, holla at your girl. I got you. I just had to tell y'all because, you know, y'all viewers, y'all might be in Philly. Y'all might need some cleaning. Y'all might, and the essence of Dazzle. Listen, I got all kinds of Bedazzled products. Bedazzled sunglasses. Bedazzled press-on nails. Bedazzled tights. Bedazzled shirts. Bedazzled masks. Mask cases. I also have candles. This is an example, since I'm not wearing any, which I usually am. This is an example of the press-on nails that I create myself. I make these by hand, my own two hands. I put all these little stones on there myself. It's polish on there too. But yep, I create these. So, if you're in the Philadelphia area, or even if you're not in the Philadelphia area, but you like these products, like you guys can see in my videos, I have quite a number of videos of my products, my candles, my press-on nails, my bedazzled journals, my bedazzled mask and mask cases. I was trying to see if I saw my mask around here, but I don't see it. But yeah, so I had to put that little advertisement out there for y'all. It's only right. So let me get back to the subject. I'm neat and clean. You know, I'm very neat, clean, and organized on a regular basis. Do I have my lazy moments? Yes, I do. I'm not gonna lie. But those lazy moments are not as often as my clean moments are. Number 8, I like to help people. Well, I've already mentioned that to you guys, I believe, in this specific video. I'm a kind-hearted person that really, seriously, I like to help people. I like to be there for people if I can. You know, if somebody that I care about, you know, is struggling, has issues, has problems, and I can help them out, I try to. In any way, shape, or form that I can. To give y'all an example, I have a best friend. I'm not going to tell y'all her name, though, because I don't know y'all like that. But my best friend, I'm going to call her Nah. My best friend, Nah. Where I get that name from? Anyway, my best friend, Nah, I just had a situation recently with her where I was very frustrated with Nah, because Nah has done this before, but she didn't do it to the extent that she did it recently. What she does is she'll disappear. I won't hear from her. She won't talk to me. If I try to contact her, call her, text her, whatever, I will get no response. And every time she does that, it irritates the hell out of me. But this last time, what the difference was, is that not only could I not get through to her, but her phone number literally was just not working. Like, it was like telling me some kind of weird message every time I tried to call her. So because of that, I was like, okay, this is weird, because this is the only thing that's not usual. It is usual for her to go ghost, but it ain't usual for her to have some weird message on her phone every time I call her. So I had talked to my mom slightly about the situation, because I was trying to tell my mom about how I gotta re-up my pop-up shop inventory, because I gave my best friend my original pop-up shop inventory, my first amount of stuff that I created. I gave it to her to sell, and then she just disappeared on me. And she doesn't live in Philly anymore. I still live in Philly. She doesn't live in Philly anymore. So it's just like, all right. So it's bad enough that you disappeared on me, but not only did you disappear on me, but you disappeared on me and I have no way of contacting you, and you have my property, and I don't know whether, like, what's going on with that. So, to make a long story short, the reason why I brought her up is because I like to help people. And she knows that about me. She knows me. And my mom, when I was telling her that about the situation, that I couldn't contact her and that I was a little upset because I couldn't get to my first group of inventory, my mom was like, yeah, because you the type of person that's actually going to try to help the situation. Because I told her, I said, when I finally talked to her, she's trying to tell me that she was going through something and this, that, and the third. And my mom told me, and she was like, and that's exactly the reason why you shouldn't shut people out like that. I said, exactly, Mom. That's what my point was. That's why I was so upset, because I'm like, the worst time to shut people off, especially people that you know is your besties and your best friends that got your best interest at heart. The worst time to cut them off is when you're going through stuff. Don't be stupid, you know? But that's how she was being. And it frustrated me so much, because of me being the kind of person that I am, that like to help people. I was like, Mom, you already know. I would have automatically started giving her an encouraging word, trying to tell her she can, whatever is bothering her, she'll get through it. Da 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 da. That's what I do. And she knows this. So it just upset me so much, because it was like, damn, like, this is what I do, and you won't even allow me to do it for you, and then you just gonna shut me out like that? Corny. But just in case y'all wondering, well, did y'all resolve that? Yeah, we resolved it. I still feel my way that I feel, because I don't like when people do stuff like that to me, especially when they know what type of person that I am and that I'm going to want to help. But I said all that to say this. I want to be helping people. I want to look out for people, especially people that at some point or another has looked out for me. And that was just prime example of how I am that type of person, that I like to be there for people, especially those people that have been there for me. I am one of those type of people where I try my best to practice what I preach, because I know what it feels like to be lied to constantly. To have people sitting there trying to tell you that they practice what they preach, meanwhile you see how they live and you like, bet you ain't practicing shit. Excuse my mouth, but sometimes you just gotta say how it really is. And that's how it really be. They be lying through their teeth. So number 9, I can do anything I put my mind to. That kind of goes with always putting my all into everything and being a perfectionist. I learned this very early also. When I put my focus on something, or when I put it in my mind that I want to achieve something, you can consider it done already. You can already consider it done, because that's how I am. When I put it on my mind that this is what's going to get done, you can consider it done already, because it's only a matter of time and it will get done. Because that's how I am. And last but not least, number 10, I'm very creative and artistically inclined. And I love this about myself because that's why I know that I can, do this business situation. And that's why I know I could do this YouTube and all of that, because my creativity is unmatched. Like, and it's unlimited. And I thank you, God. Thank you, God, so much, because I have so many people that be trying to copy me. And it's so crazy because it's like, y'all think I don't see y'all? Do you think I don't see you? Like, for real? Just saying. But anyway, I be seeing it all day. People be trying to copy me, trying to, as soon as I put something out, next thing I know, somebody else trying to put the same type of stuff out, but it don't look the same and it don't have the same effect, because you ain't me, boo. You could try all day, but you will always fail. Your best bet is to do you, because you trying to do me, it ain't gonna work, babe. It ain't gonna come out right, because you can't pull a me. Only I can do that. And on that note, y'all, I just want to let y'all know this video is to promote self-love, and self-control. When you like you and the reflection of you, others will love you also. Know who you are and love that. And you gravitate to people who love that too. And that's good for you. I might as well go ahead and couple in with the what I love about myself. I might as well go ahead and just make this one video. What I hate about myself. And am changing daily. Okay. So this is 10 things also. I'm going to go down the line. My clinginess. Something that I really don't like about myself. But like I told y'all, I've already gotten to the point where I'm not as clingy now as I used to be. Keeping myself busy, keeping myself motivated, keeping myself on a mission to do something better for my life, do better for myself. So I'm already fixing that problem. My laziness, I'm fixing that problem too. Because right now, I'm challenging myself with the laziness, because I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and get these videos out the way, because for a while, I was BSing on these videos. I'm not going to hold y'all. And I wasn't BSing because I didn't want to make them. I was BSing because, like I told y'all, I got to have at least $200 a month to pay for this daggone internet. And right now I ain't got it, because I don't have the income flow that I need to be able to afford there at the moment. With everything else that I'm taking care of with the businesses, paying for my business license, paying for my phone bill to make sure my phone is always on, paying for marketing, paying for ads, paying, like, all of the different stuff that I'm paying for with these businesses. It just, child. Anyway. Going back to the subject, I'm combating the laziness right now, because instead of me being in bed like I kind of really wanted to do, or snacking right now, or smoking, or something like that, I'm sitting here and I'm talking to y'all. So this is my way right now of making sure that I'm not being lazy, that I'm going ahead and I'm taking care of business, and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and getting it done and getting it out the way. Excuse me, y'all. Okay. 3, my procrastination. That I'm still working on. Because like I said, with these videos, I could have already had these done, but I didn't. So I'm still, working on that. But next, low confidence. I'm also still working on that. I really don't have low confidence. I really have high self-esteem and high confidence. But I have my times where things get kind of challenging, because I'm having issues right now with my boyfriend. He's not able to do what he usually does for me. He's not able to take me out how he usually would take me out. He's not able to treat me like he usually used to treat me. Like, I used to be able to ask my boyfriend for $300, $400, $500, and he wouldn't give it to me right away, of course. But he would always find a way to get me whatever I said I needed or I wanted. Now, he don't have no problem with telling me, I ain't got that. Who got that? I ain't got all that. And it frustrates me and it makes me mad because it's like, I feel like I'm not even with the same person. I do. I feel like I'm not even with the same person because it's like, who the heck is this? You ain't never act like this before. And now I'm forced to have to take you acting like this now because you wanted to lie. Basically, he lied to me about his real personality when he first got with me. Obviously, he did because you didn't let me know that you wasn't going to be able to keep this stuff up. You didn't tell me that. Because if you would have let me know that, then that would have been being honest, and that would have been giving me an honest chance to make an honest decision whether I really wanted to be with somebody like that or not. But he didn't give me that liberty to really be able to make an honest decision like that because he was like not honest with me. But that's neither here nor there. So I think that has a lot to do with why I'm still sometimes having issues with my low confidence, because dealing with somebody that you know already used to treat you better and is giving themselves excuses to not treat you better now because you with them now and they think you ain't going nowhere. And they see that you having issues and problems, so they know that even if you was to decide to go somewhere that you're going to have a hard time, and they know that you don't want to have a hard time. And that's why I feel like men is not right. Men ain't shit sometimes. Excuse my language, but men ain't shit sometimes. Because they be knowing that they be dealing with a woman that's really trying to get her shit together. And instead of them sitting there having some respect for that and saying, you know what, let me treat her the best that I could possibly treat her. Because she really is sitting here working her fingers to the bone, worrying her pretty little head, trying to find out how she can better herself, better her life, better her circumstances and her situation. Let me do better by her to show her we all out here ain't messed up. But anyway, going on to the next, number 5, financial instability. And y'all already know that's definitely something that I'm working on. That's why I'm working so hard on this YouTube page. That's why I'm working so hard on my true cleaning business. That's why I'm working so hard on my The Essence of Dazzle business. Because I want to ensure that I am not going to end up constantly having to have financial instability in my life. Because being financially unstable is not fun. Being broke is not fun. It's not fun. So it's like, yeah, I know people always like to say, oh, money don't fix all problems. Well, it fixed most of them. Because I know every time I had more money, I had less problems. And I'm not trying to say that people that got money ain't got no problems, because I know that's not true. But I do know literally every single time that I had more money, I had less issues. So, next, lack of support system or how to get it. This is really big. This is what I'm seriously working on right now, because I know that one of the ways to really make it in the world is to get to know some people and get to know the right people. Because you can know all the wrong people. You don't want to know the wrong people. You want to know the right people. And that's why I always pray, ancestors, please bless me and favor me to get connected and get to know the right people that's good for me. That wants to see me grow, that wants to see me mature, that wants to see me get better in life, and that wants nothing but good things for me. So when I had that support system, then I know that I can really breeze through, because I'm not really feeling like I'm by myself no more. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have support and you don't know how to get it, it makes you feel very lonely. It makes you feel very much like nobody got your back, like you out here by yourself, like you just vulnerable. And that's not a fun feeling, especially for a woman. But that's why I'm working on getting that support system and or finding out how to get us a good support system so that I can always have that, because I know that helps bring out the best in you. When you got people around you that support you and the best version of yourself, that helps bring out the best version of yourself. That helps bring out the best version of who you are when you are around people that love who you are. My anger. I'm definitely working on my anger and learning how to better control my anger and learning what makes me angry and why I'm angry. I'm probably going to do an entire video on anger because I don't think people really understand how deep anger really goes. Man, anger is so deep rooted and it has so many roots. It's ridiculous. So, like my anger, I know a lot of times it stems from lack of support, lack of family, um, lack of the bond that family usually has, and the support system that family usually builds for you. I think that's part of the reason why I'm angry. That's probably why I said that right after the support. Because, yeah, it makes me angry that I don't get support. It makes me angry that, I gotta fight so hard to get a like or a subscription or to get a good positive word from somebody. But some people just get it so simple and easy, just like that. It ain't nothing for them. But I've come to realize it ain't personal. Even though it feel personal, it's not personal. It's really not. It's not. So you just got. I just gotta continually keep reminding myself that the stuff that I be going through, it's not personal. It feels personal, yes, ma'am, but it really is not personal. It's not at all. It's not about me. Number 8, my anxiety and nervousness of people trying to use, hurt, or take advantage of me. Yeah, that's definitely something I'm working on because it just be way too often for me that people be trying to take advantage and be trying to hurt me because they think that I'm just this sweet little vulnerable little get over, and I'm not. um Number 9, lack of connections to who or what I need to get where I want. That kind of goes with the other one that I said, lack of a support system and how to get it. Same thing. But to expound a little bit more on that, when I say lack of connections, I mean like everybody don't always got to give you money to help and support you. Some people can just connect you with the right people. And when they connect you with the right people, that automatically gives you support because it might be a support system that's connected to those right people. Or it might just be that those right people are going to teach you something that you really was trying to find out and that you didn't know. So it's not just money directly that I mean when I say, lack of connections to who or what I need to get where I want. It's also just knowing people that can actually connect me with what I actually want for my future. Like, I want to be a great businesswoman. So, somebody connecting me with somebody that's a great businesswoman that came from the hood, that has love for me, and that sees me struggling and that wants to help me out. That would be an example. Okay, last but not least, number 10, fear of the unknown. Now, this is a kicker because I know that this is a problem that most people have. Most people that have no fears, technically no fears, always have one fear, and that's the fear of the unknown. Why? Because when you don't know what's going to happen, you fear the worst. Because sometimes that might happen. So, you know, to sum this video up, as well as knowing that you love, I mean, excuse me, to sum this video up, as well as knowing what you love about yourself, you need to know who you are and want to stay. But you should also know what you don't like and what you need to change to be a better you and love your own reflection, and others love you too. So I know and believe that there's a lot of people that look in the mirror, look at themselves, and don't like what they see. I used to be one of those people that, I'm not going to say I didn't like what I see, but I will say that when I was really paying attention to who I really was as a person, before I started making so many adjustments and changes, I didn't really like that girl that much, because she was trying, but she wasn't trying hard enough. Now she's trying hard enough, and now I love her so much because she's grown so much, she's matured so much, she's learned so much. And sadly, that's more than what I could say for a lot of people that's older than me. I'm only 32 years old, and I know people who's in their late 30s, 40s, 50s, that in 60s, and they still ain't learned. They make mistake after mistake after mistake after mistake. Now, mind you, I'm not going to judge nobody for making no mistakes, because I made plenty of them and I still make them. But when you don't learn from them, that's the problem. It's not a problem when you make mistakes. Everybody gonna make mistakes. That's how you learn. But when you don't learn from them, it defeats the purpose. Because that's what the mistakes is supposed to be for you to learn. So if you're not learning from those mistakes, then that means that they're not doing what they were set out to do, which is to teach you. And if it's not to teach you anything else, it's to teach you how to be a better person. Teach you how to be better than you was before. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned something from this video. I know I got a lot just talking, just reminding myself of some things about myself. Like, it's so empowering when you know you. You know what I'm saying? It's like people don't understand that that's one of the most empowering things that you can do for yourself, is make sure that you know yourself more than anybody else know you, because that's one of the most degrading things that could ever happen to you, and you can't even be mad because you put yourself in that situation. But that's the most degrading thing that could ever happen to you, is you be around people that know you better than you know yourself. That makes you feel like crap, because it's like, wait a minute, how you know me better than I know me? That's because I pay more attention to you than you pay attention to yourself. But people don't want to pay. People don't care. They don't care. They don't want to realize that, yo, the reason why I know more about you than you know about you is because you don't pay no attention to yourself. I tell that to my boyfriend all the time. I'm like, I know you better than yourself because you don't pay attention to yourself. You pay attention to me. You pay attention to everybody outside of yourself. But you never pay attention to you. That's why you don't know you. I know me. I know me. Look, and I could have told him before he said he knew him. I could have told him he was going to say that, because I knew that's what he was going to say. Because I know him. But the sad thing about it is he act like he don't even know himself. And like I said, honestly, I don't think it's an act, because he don't pay attention to himself. He pay attention to everybody else. He looks and takes in everybody else. But when it comes to looking and paying attention to his own behavior, he don't do it. He refuses. So, and I know it's a lot of other people out there that refuses to pay attention to their behavior, and that does nothing but hurt you. At the end of the day, that literally does nothing but hurt you. It does not help. All right, guys, that's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you next time.